Welcome back, everybody, after a couple-week hiatus. How are we doing, Trent?
Yeah, we had a lot going on. I feel like we've been all over the place trying to get stuff figured out. And sorry for the extra echoes and creaks and noises today. We've got a little situation while we were in Houston. My cat decided that he was going to, well, it's my fault. I'm not going to blame my cat. The auto delivery for his food wasn't going to get here in time. So we were going out of town. So I went to the store and I got a bag of cat food that was like as close to the one as he gets.
Okay.
But the immediate switch like wasn't good on his
So you
stomach.
gave him food poisoning.
Kind of. Yeah. So he's had diarrhea in our recording studio and the playroom. Yeah.
What'd you do to get that out?
We've got a carpet cleaner.
Yeah.
It's not a steam cleaner or like an extractor or anything, so it's not really good with heavy stains or urine. But it'll get like
Time to burn down the house.
Almost. We're almost there. Yeah.
Jeez.
Still waiting on that giant spider. No, we it took, I don't know, probably like an hour to get it all, cleaned up and get the stain out and hopefully get the smell out. But then I woke up this morning and there were either two new ones in the playroom or two that I had missed.
Okay.
But luckily we got home late from softball last night and we were going to shower in the morning because Hannah wanted to make mommy a birthday card for her birthday tomorrow.
Okay.
And stepped in it. So got showers started real early today.
Yeah. Geez. Yeah. That's not good.
Yeah. Hannah's got like two things that she does in the morning. If she wakes up and it's like quiet downstairs, she'll either go straight to the top of her playhouse and put on a cartoon. That's usually like if she's super tired and had gymnastics the night before, or she'll go to the craft table and she'll start coloring. And all the lights will be on, all the pens will be out, and all the markers without tops will be on.
Okay.
And so she does one or two of those things, and she ran over there this morning, and I don't think she had quite woken up yet. Stepped in it, and it was.
So what? So the cat can stay home alone.
Yeah.
And everything. What do you guys do with the dog then when you travel?
It depends on how long we're going to go for and who's available.
Yeah.
Sometimes, if we're just going to go for an overnight or a quick weekend, we'll ask, a friendly neighbor to come check on them.
Okay.
There's a dog walker in the neighborhood.
Okay.
But if we're going to be gone for more than one night, there's a chance for, 3 or 4 nights or whatever, we're going to either ask my in-laws or.
But they went with you,
yeah,
right?
If they go with us, the dog goes to Pet Paradise, and it's like, it is the bougiest dog place. They've got a pool shaped like a dog bone.
Okay.
They have like the mini dog area.
It's the Ritz-Carlton for dogs.
Yeah, essentially. And they do it all. There's or a clinic with 2 vets on staff, like grooming, cat suites.
Wow.
Yeah, training. They do a lot of stuff. It's really cool. It's expensive, but it's the closest, most convenient, and most available one around here. So and they have her history, and they
have everything.
Yeah, and we use the vet, and it's just like, but like when we want to board, it's a pain in the butt because it's the most expensive.
So does it work out like a hotel reservation where you have to?
Yeah, there's like, what is it called on Uber where the prices go up?
Oh, dynamic pricing.
Yeah, dynamic pricing for holidays and busy season. It's not fun.
Okay.
You log in for a quick weekend and it's like, oh, it's double the price this weekend because there's a dog fair in town.
Jeez. Like, who knew that the Pet Paradise was running some dynamic pricing?
I know. It's wild. But the dog loves it. She swims. She won't swim in our pool, but she goes there and she swims. We can watch her on webcams. They play with them. The people that work there, the staff, there's a lot of them. It seems like they all really like dogs.
Okay.
It's not a bunch of
Well, I feel like you're going to, I feel like if you're going to work at a dog place, you better like dogs.
Like, if it was Justin and Chelsea running Pet Paradise, how many dogs would they have every weekend?
We wouldn't, we're not like going to harm any dogs, but we just might not play with them as fully.
You're going to pare down everything to run a lean business because that's Chelsea's mindset. And you're going to have to just
not a lot of yard time. We're gonna spend a lot of time in the cells.
Yeah,
we're gonna
in the suites.
In the suites. Sorry, not cells. Suites. We're gonna spend a lot of time in the suites. That's for sure.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Jeez.
She's not going to be happy whenever she comes home and there's a new smell upstairs.
Oh, did she go straight from your guys' vacation out to work then?
It hadn't made it out of the closet yet,
Okay.
so she didn't really get like a full.
Oh, she got like a half.
Yeah, but there was one. I got in there yesterday in my office yesterday. There was one in the middle of the office. So all day yesterday, I'm just sitting in cat poop smell.
Crack a window?
Yeah, cracked the windows, cleaned candles, the whole shebang. And now that it's made its way into the playroom, it's like the cat's avoiding where it's already gone.
Yeah.
They're just exploring new territory.
Okay.
It's out here colonizing.
Did you get the new food at least? Are we back on the normal food?
Food is on track for delivery.
Okay.
So we'll mix it in with the stuff that I got. And it wasn't even like I got a cheap bag of dog food or cat food. It was like, it was a good brand, reputable brand.
It didn't sit well with the cat's palate.
It happens with Belle all the time if she eats something weird.
Yeah.
Something new.
Okay. Sounds like an eventful couple of days.
Yeah. Well, like Pet Paradise. So if we get stuck somewhere and we can't get home, this has happened one time. We'll do an emergency stay night. They have to usually put them in a different suite.
Okay.
And if you don't pack extra food for a situation like that, they give them house food. And it happened once, and we got like stuck because of a storm.
Yeah.
And had to pick her up the next day, and they gave her house food for dinner and for breakfast. And the next 4 days at my house were a nightmare. It was so bad. So, if we ever try to sell this house and you heard this podcast for some reason, I don't think we're going to pay for new cars.
We're not going to give you the address. I mean, come on now.
You don't get, we'll be famous by then. They'll know our name. They'll see pictures on the wall.
The house is owned by an LLC, so nobody can find it.
That's right. We've podcasted in every room, I think, except for my bedroom.
I think so. Yeah, we've done the kitchen.
We haven't done the playroom upstairs.
We haven't done the playroom.
Podcast from the playhouse.
That would be a terrible idea, probably.
Well, you could go downstairs. Upstairs.
That's true. Have a little stepbrother situation with the bunk beds. We'll need to do outside and the outside one. Well, we're starting to get to that point, and it's a glorious day outside today.
So nice.
Not too hot, not too bad humidity, and we're starting to get to that time of the year. So maybe here in the next few weeks, we take this road show outside.
I love it. I am ready for that. We've got a few different places we could do it. We could do my backyard.
Yeah,
do it your
you can
backyard.
come over. Yeah,
if you get approval from
we'll get approval from that HOA to do that. We can absolutely. Now we got the Wi-Fi fixed over there.
Okay, good.
So that was fixed, and we're good there. Yeah. And there's even a Wi-Fi backup.
Okay.
So
yes.
So
we're redundancy going on.
So for everybody that's listening, we're staying at my parents' while we're building a house, and
it is strict.
Yes, and the Starlink backup apparently that was giving us issues. So first it was the Spectrum modem that was giving us issues.
Yeah,
that needed to be the internet was coming into the house, but it wasn't going to the router to go to the rest of the house.
Okay,
was the issue. So the thing was running on my parents' Starlink backup. Well, my dad finally logged into his Starlink account yesterday and come to find out that the satellite dish needs to be repositioned because it's not positioned correctly, pointing the correct way.
Yeah.
So the issues we were having may not have been legitimate issues. It should have been, if the thing was pointed the right direction, maybe it would have been just fine.
Right.
So,
but you still have the problem of Spectrum not pointing to your router.
No, we got that fixed. We got a new modem.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're good there.
Yeah.
And I mean, Starlink. Like I get that it's a new technology, but it's basically dish TV.
Yeah,
it's like
they're still working on some
maybe in like 10 years from now when it's perfected.
Yeah, once they get the cloud seeding under control.
Yeah, but like, I mean, the summer's here in the afternoon. Like, if you have to go to that, I mean, it says that weather doesn't affect it too bad from what I've read, but heavy rainstorms can affect it. Well, that's every day here.
Every day.
At like 2 to 4.
June 4th to, I mean, it's going to rain today. It's September.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's all figured out. So we should be good to go. The Wi-Fi has been great. So
I couldn't imagine a house without Wi-Fi. Like, so much happens on the internet. and we've got 2 Ethernet jacks in this house
Yeah. I mean,
being used.
I think I could do it for a few
Yeah,
days, but I wouldn't be able to. I mean, I would hotspot like for those when we had the issues. I would just hotspot my phone for working,
we
and
don't
it was fine.
we don't have strong enough cell signal to get to
Yeah,
hotspot at the house. We can go, I don't know, half a mile that way and get it
yeah.
and hotspot.
So like the Verizon cell service has been fine, so I've hotspotted my phone. But I mean, I mean, with the TV is the TV. Like not, I mean, maybe not through like a weekend. If there's football games on or something. But I mean, I don't know.
So many of
The
my
working aspect is the hardest.
yeah, so many of my like side projects for school and for my like resume portfolio come from tutorials that are on
Yeah,
YouTube and on
you
the
have to.
internet. So it's like,
You have to have it.
yeah, I usually have, whenever I'm in my office, I have my computer open on whatever I'm coding in and like documentation for the language or the framework that I'm using, and then a YouTube tutorial on the TV.
Yeah,
And it's like I can
you have to
pause.
have it. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like it's so helpful to be able to set it up like that and have a strong connection. I just think it like speeds up learning to be able to.
Well, yeah. If you're doing anything like applicable,
Yeah,
you need it.
yeah.
I mean,
But for the kids, I mean, it would be a nightmare if it happened on, I don't know, Friday and lasted until Monday. Like it's just now getting cool enough where they'll go outside
yeah,
and not be in the pool.
yeah. That's true. It'd be especially like for that little bit before bed or like when they wake up in the morning if they watch like a half hour or something of a movie.
They get a half hour of cartoons in the morning, and it's the best thing ever because on Saturday morning we get an extra half hour of sleep.
Yeah,
We're during the week we're up when they get up or before to get everything situated for the day and whatnot. But like on Saturday or Sunday, that sometimes they'll go upstairs and watch TV on in their playhouse
yeah.
at 6:40, and we'll be awake at 7:15.
Okay,
It's so nice.
okay.
But yeah, no Wi-Fi. That doesn't happen.
No, Wi-Fi. We're spoiled.
Technology.
We are spoiled.
Yeah.
But
We had a pretty solid topic lined up for last week, but we had to cancel the show last week. I don't even remember why. We had just stuff going on.
yeah, work and some other stuff. But we'll take that to today.
Yeah, I like it. We're getting back in action. We just got back in town from Houston. We went to a wedding in Galveston. It was one that we couldn't miss because it was Aunt Brenda and cousin Jordan's celebration. They are the ones that hooked Chelsea and I up. So we had to be there for cousin Jordan's big day.
Yeah, you can't miss that one.
Yeah,
You're indebted to them.
yes, 100%. Anything they need, we're there. For life. I don't know if they listen to the podcast, but Uncle Mark would like to hear.
They'll listen to this episode.
Yeah.
You'll be on the hook.
They're in international water right now. They're not going to get it.
Okay.
Get back. So
Okay.
yeah,
Where were they headed?
It's a great question.
On the cruise?
On a cruise.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
Probably
the
Caribbean then?
destinations. Yeah, it was a Carnival
Mexico?
cruise going. Yeah, I think it was Caribbean. I'm not 100% though.
Okay.
But it was I don't know, like 3,000 passengers, massive thing, water slide on top, big pool. The wedding was on the boat,
Okay.
and so we boarded the ship with the passengers, and then hung out. Did like the girls were the flower girls, so we were like part of the rehearsal, and then we got to just take seats and kind of watch. And it was in this really cool. What was it called? It was called the Burgundy Lounge. The
Okay.
room that it was in on the ship.
So did this happen before it left port?
Yes. Yeah. So they had everything on a tight schedule. There was no you weren't going to be late for anything.
Yeah.
Because you had to get all of your guests from the wedding that weren't passengers off the boat before.
So this happened on the day of the departure.
Yeah, the day of departure, the morning of departure. So
Interesting.
We were in line to board the ship at 9:30. And then, what would be a great business idea? A short-term parking lot outside of a cruise ship, because there's only week-long parking. That's $200.
Jeez.
It's like we had to sneak parking on the side road and run and cross some railroad tracks and sneak around a fence.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting that they would do weddings like that.
Yeah. I don't know how many there were, but they had like a wedding staging area like in the terminal, I guess, at the gate.
Yeah.
And then you board the ship, and then you're like directed. There's 3 different wedding coordinators, and they direct wedding guests that are going to sea, wedding guests that are deboarding, and the like bridal party.
Wow.
So we had to be kind of in two different groups because the girls were flower girls. So we were kind of all over the place, but it gave us a chance to kind of explore the ship. It was really cool.
Nice.
I can say comfortably that I don't want to go on a cruise.
Okay.
I felt just big. I
Yeah.
just felt the hallways were tight.
Yeah.
Um, but it was really cool. It's like it felt like I was in if you put Las Vegas in a boat.
Makes sense.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I'd just rather get on a plane and go to Las Vegas.
This is true.
Feet
Yeah.
on the ground.
Yeah.
Planted.
Well, I think that's a nice little segue to what we want
That
to
was another tangent.
chat about. Um, we talked about this the last couple of weeks, but what experiences are you going to? I don't want to say force, but
Okay.
like
Encourage.
encourage your kids to do further down in life. Obviously, now, I mean, there's certain stuff now, but I feel like as they get older and they
Yeah.
get, they start expanding more, like certain things that maybe you did or maybe you didn't do
Right.
that you want them to experience in life.
Yeah. I think right now it's the little things like finish what you start.
Yeah.
And listen to understand, not to respond.
Yeah.
Kind of evolving into things like that so they can experience it. If you quit early, you're not going to experience it.
Yeah.
If you're listening so you can tell somebody something rather than understanding what they're saying, you're
Yeah.
not going to experience what they have to say.
Exactly.
Their knowledge. So, but like going like through life, like as children, growing kids, I want them to do something creative, something with drama or music or art. I just think that there's a lot that can translate from learning creative, like how to be creative.
Oh yeah,
in
for
sales,
sure.
in business, in sports, and like I feel like every aspect of it. If you have an open mind, you can be better at problem solving.
No, yeah, definitely. What are they currently? I know they're in some sports and everything,
Yeah.
and obviously like art and everything. I know all the kids like do that stuff. But
Yeah.
what are we doing any music yet?
They do a little bit of music.
Do they
at
want it?
school.
Like, do they want to do it further?
They both want to sing.
Okay.
They both really want to sing, and I think that judging by their personalities right now, Natalie's going to be like a more polished version of um, Phoebe from Friends, Smelly Cat,
Okay.
at the coffee shop.
Okay. I like it.
She's
I
gonna
like
have
it.
sweet, soft lyrics. Um,
Must be getting a delivery right now.
no, quiet. This is what it's like every day for Chelsea whenever she's working in here. We'll just take that out or leave it.
Or leave it. I mean,
Hi, Belle.
it's
You're
good
here.
stuff right there.
Don't trip over the cables, please. Go lay down. Your bed's over there. Don't knock over a camera. Go lay down. Yeah, so I think Natalie's just gonna be like soft, sweet lyrics, um, playing a little acoustic guitar,
Okay.
maybe a tambourine,
Okay.
flowers in her hair,
A little cowbell action,
yeah, a
maybe.
little cowbell in the background. She's gonna have to outsource that one though. Hang on just a sec. Somebody's at the door.
Hello. Yeah. Thank you.
Look at that.
We're delivery, honey.
Look at that.
You're in Texas.
Number one husband right here on the podcast. That wasn't you. You better make sure they'll stay living until she gets home. Okay.
I have the green thumb in this man. As you can tell by the
cacti.
The cacti up there that's not surviving very well.
Okay.
But yeah, I feel like Hannah, whenever we go to gymnastics, so whenever I grew up going to hockey practice, my mom would always let me play whatever music I wanted. as loud as I wanted to.
Okay.
I was a jerk. We were listening to Linkin Park on 11
Nice.
in her car. That it was a 4-seater, but nobody was sitting in the back.
Yeah.
So there wasn't a lot of space happening
Yeah.
between the speakers and the eardrums.
Love it.
So Hannah likes to listen to like singers like Adele and Taylor Swift.
Okay.
And just girl singers with big voices.
Yeah.
And she'll always get in the car and Dad, Rolling in the Deep, or Dad, there was like The Fire and the Rain or something. That's Adele.
Yeah.
But she's gonna be like passion and energy,
Okay.
and she wants to be like a show. I think
Perfect.
big stage.
Get her a little Vegas residency.
Yeah, I can handle that.
Well, America's Got Talent,
Yeah.
right into a Vegas
Oh.
residency.
So they started watching Dance Monsters on Netflix. It's a reality show that's kind of like The Voice.
Okay.
And so there's judges, and you have to be voted to the next level
Okay.
based on your performance. Except it's all animation, 3D animation. There's dancers backstage that are covered in these suits that have sensors all over them, and they're dancing, and the sensors get transformed to the computer or transmitted to the computer, and they use that data to create a cartoon character.
Okay. Interesting.
And then the cartoon character is projected onto screens with like a virtual reality audience situation, and they're dancing with backup dancers, and it's really
Check
cool.
that
The
out.
kids love it, and I mean, it's got some really cool technology that's happening in it. So it's
I'll have to
pretty
check
fun.
that out.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty cool.
And then whenever Hannah's at gymnastics and Chelsea's home with Natalie, they watch The Voice.
Okay. Yeah, Voice is a good one.
And I think that's where Natalie really gets her like softness.
Yeah.
She wants to be like, is it my chair or somebody outside? That's my chair. I'm hearing noises now, guys. I think she really wants to be like a songwriter, a musician.
Okay. Hey, songwriters do well.
Yeah.
You do very well as a songwriter.
Yeah.
I like that.
How about you? Is Knox playing drums yet? Is he
No, we're not doing the drum thing.
Come on.
We are not doing the drum thing. No music stuff yet. They both have their Knox is getting better at coloring though.
Okay, good.
And Ken's
Color on the
is
walls?
we haven't had that happen yet.
You know your mom is going to find the paint spots where you tried to cover it up.
I put a bunch of stamps on the wall when I was a kid in my dad's office.
Yeah.
He had like the return label stamp, and I stamped his wall.
Oh, that's awesome.
And they were there until probably maybe 10 years ago.
Hey, that's
Yeah, so they stayed, but no music yet, except for the recorder that was brought home, which those can be burned.
Yeah.
No music yet or anything. But
what you should do is melt it down into a hockey puck.
It's wood.
Oh, is it?
It's a wood recorder.
Or like acrylic.
That was mine.
Yeah.
This one was wood.
Wow.
That the grandparents gave them.
Oh, it's a gift.
And then I hid them.
Yeah.
And I said, you guys can take these home with you.
I thought it was like for school.
No. They came home from grandma and grandpa's with or Babcha and Jaja. I think Babcha listens every now and then. I think she took them back. They didn't make it down. They didn't make it down to Florida. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That was a quick one. They were laughing as they walked in the house with them. And I said, no, we're good. But no, I along those kinds of lines of like being creative and everything and being open-minded. I didn't do this. My brother did. And I think as we've traveled more as adults, like Vicky and I and everything, I think studying abroad in college is one that I'm going to push them to do.
Yeah.
At least doing a semester. Like if you want to do more, or if you can do more, I'm not sure what those programs look like, but I think seeing a different culture, seeing a different way of life, and seeing a different country would be cool. Now, whether it be Ireland, the UK, somewhere else in Europe, but I think like studying abroad is one thing I'm going to push them to do.
I love that. I think it's Chelsea did Italy.
Yeah.
And then she had an externship in Ireland. Is that what it's called? Whenever it's not in the country, externship?
I think so.
Yeah. But
like just to like we've done Italy. I've been to Scotland. We've done other like trips around the country and everything. Like, so I think pushing them to travel, but also I think there's a difference between traveling and learning, or traveling in real life, like outside of college. Like, you don't have any responsibilities in college, right?
Yeah.
I mean, go to school, get good grade, do that whole thing, and obviously don't fail out, but you don't have a lot of responsibility in college.
Yes, be a good person.
After you start, get married and have kids, like there's other responsibilities where, like, as a parent, you're probably not going to go over to Europe
Right.
every year, right? Unless it's a family trip, and you're gonna take like your 3-week old or your 2-year old to Italy. Now you might, like, and that's more power to you. I would be like, I'm of the opinion that when the kids get old enough to appreciate something like that, I would do it.
Yeah.
But not now. But I
Uh-huh.
think, like, in college, when you don't have any responsibility to
Yeah.
go experience a different culture, experience a different country, experience a different way of learning, because
Yeah.
the universities are different than here, and
Yeah.
how they're run, how they're taught, and how things are. So experiencing that, I think, would be a very good thing for the kids. And I didn't do it. Now, I don't know why I didn't do it. My brother did it. I think he probably partied a little bit more than whatever, but I, like, looking back, that would have been cool to do.
Yeah. I think we really enjoy traveling with the kids, whether we're traveling just a couple states over
Yeah.
or if we're going abroad. But I think traveling abroad's a little bit easy for us because we have Chelsea's family has so many connections overseas. We've always got people to visit.
Yeah.
It's not like you're just going to.
Well, and like, that's a different thing too. Like, we would absolutely do that.
Yeah.
But, like, Vicky and I went to Italy last summer. I'm probably not going to do that with the kids until maybe like they're 12 and 13.
Sure.
Just because even at that age, they're not going to fully appreciate a place like Rome,
Yeah.
but they're going to find the Colosseum pretty cool. They're going to find some of the other stuff pretty cool. Going to like the Amalfi Coast, they're going to probably find pretty cool. But like, now they're gonna whine the first 15 steps that they walk up in Positano.
For the entire 13-hour flight.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna get there.
Exactly. So, and I think, like, at that age too, they probably start learning about some of that stuff in school, because that would put you in what, 6th, 7th grade.
Yeah.
And you start learning about Europe and
probably like 7th, 8th.
You start learning about like the world wars and
Yeah.
everything like that. Because I know 14 would be 8th grade, and we took like the Constitution test, and that was more U.S. history. But you start learning about the different parts of Europe, World War I, World War II, all the the Roman Empire and stuff. So I think studying abroad is definitely. I told Vicky, like, that's one of the things definitely would push.
Sure.
Now, granted, it's probably like a little worrisome as a parent, right? But
I think there's aspects of it that are.
I would go out there and visit. Like, give you an excuse to go to the UK.
Sure. Yeah, go hang out for a week.
Yeah.
Halfway through.
Yeah.
Well, this episode is going to be so noisy. My chair will not show.
That's all right. Maybe it's not being picked up. You never know. And then, like, along those lines of like that college experience, I would say when they do start like looking at colleges and wanting to pick one, I would say go to a college that is like the experience you think you want, right? Where, like, a school is a school.
Sure.
Right? Like,
the education
the education's the education. You go to USF, you go to UCF, you go to UF or whatever. Like, I mean, it's basically all the same, the general admission ticket for life type of deal.
Yeah.
Like, you get your degree. But I think, and I guess what I'm trying to say is, so, like, I went to U of I down in Champaign, Illinois. Wouldn't change anything about it. Enjoyed it. Had the big college experience. Our sports sucked when I was there.
Yeah.
But like, if I could do it all again, I'd probably want to do it closer to a campus, like in a city.
Like downtown?
Not even like downtown Chicago. So, like, UIC would be cool down in downtown Chicago. DePaul would be another one, but like even like USF,
Yeah.
in the heart of Tampa.
That'd be
Like it'd be cool.
Chelsea's got a cousin that went there.
Like Wisconsin, up in Madison, like a major city. It was just there wasn't much to do outside of campus, which is totally fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a great experience, but like if you want the school's the school.
Sure.
But if you want to be situated in an area, if you want to go to a school that you want to have a great like sporting life,
Yeah.
whether I mean, if you're playing, great, like fine. Like if a school wants to pay you to go there to play a sport, who cares where it's at?
Yeah.
Like
The money or
yeah,
don't pay tuition.
yeah. You want to get a free ride to go get a free education and play sports and go to a pretty cool place. Like every college is going to be awesome.
Yeah. I think the school that's coming to my mind is TCU in Fort Worth.
Yeah,
It'd be a really cool experience. Fort Worth
it'd be
is
awesome.
such a cool town.
Yeah.
I mean, it's expensive. You got
Yeah. Be smart too.
Smart to get in. It's
like you take Miami for example. Like I had a
Yeah.
buddy go to University of Miami, and I don't know if he listens, but if he does, like I went down there. I think I went down there 3 times in college to
Yeah.
visit, 2 or 3 times. I mean, the campus is beautiful.
I bet.
Like
yeah.
Coral Gables is an awesome place. So like that'd be a cool place to go. Like don't just go to. This is not a knock on like the University of Kansas, but like if you just want to go to University of Kansas because of the basketball team, I mean, who knows what they're going to look like when the kids go to college? But you're also in the middle of Kansas. It's like being in Champaign, Illinois.
I think too.
There's not a lot.
If you have like if you're extremely passionate about something that you want to do for the rest of your life, I think that you should consider targeting a professor that has studied what you want to do.
Yeah.
Is passionate about it, like you are.
Or if there's a specialty, right? Like if there's a specialty, so like Illinois State has a great teaching program,
Mhm.
right? So you want to be a teacher, yeah, you're in Bloomington, Illinois, but if you want to be a teacher and you want to go that route, it's a great school for it. I'm sure there's other schools too that are great at it, but isn't like UF a good medical school or pre-med?
I think so.
Does that sound right? But like don't get into a point where like you're choosing a school because all your friends are going there.
Yeah. Like right now, the university that I'm going to is a really small state-funded school in New Jersey, and it's 90%, 99% online.
Yeah.
But I watch. There's some lecture recordings from the professor out of Harvard that does computer science.
Okay.
And he's one of the best teachers that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So it's like I wish that I had been able to go to a school and sit through a professor's lectures that loves what they're doing.
Yeah.
Loves what they're teaching. I think that's a big thing that I'm missing out on right now. And I don't think you get that at every school. I think that's just a professor.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, you definitely have to research stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously there's certain schools that have specialty programs that the professors are good and actually are, you can look into them and they've written books, they've done, X, Y, and Z. But, you're going to spend hopefully 4 years there, make a decision not based on what your friends want to do at that point in time. Like you're going to make a ton of more friends.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. Your friend group changes so much in life. Now, granted, I'm sure, as I do, you do have childhood friends that you still keep in touch with. Like
Absolutely.
I do.
Yeah.
But like you still meet people throughout college and throughout like the rest of your life. So like you're always going to have friends.
I have a few friends that I keep in touch with from elementary school that were, I've known them since elementary school, but we were friends in high school.
Yeah.
The guys that were groomsmen at my wedding were some of my best friends that I've had in my entire life.
Yeah.
For
Same with
a
mine.
short window. And I only keep in touch with a couple of them.
Yeah.
It's like that period of my life though, they were my best friends. They were the people I was the closest to.
Yeah.
And it's like it changes. You get close to people. And I think right now as an adult, I want my friends group to be influential. I want them to be trying to be better for themselves and everybody.
Yeah.
I don't want to be necessarily in a friend or in a group of friends that's complacent and not trying to achieve more.
Yeah.
I guess.
It's also about like quality over quantity
Yeah,
at
for
this
sure.
point in life, though. Too like, joke about it all the time. Whether it be on the podcast or out of the podcast. Like, I don't like that many people.
I don't,
Like, I don't have
enough.
time. I don't have enough time
Yeah.
to have all the these different
The time that I
relationships.
have that's allocated to friendships, like 90% of it is digital. We're
Yeah.
texting back and forth.
You're just keeping in touch, and that's fine. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I keep in touch with people, and it's like it could be a text every week, right? Like, it's not every day, but you just pick up where you left off, and
Right.
I know if I needed something, they're gonna put down their phone and hop on a plane,
Yeah.
or wherever. They're gonna. It's basically, hey, jump, how high?
Yeah.
Situation.
I have this one friend we communicate back and forth. I don't know, once a quarter.
Yeah.
And it's usually the conversation usually starts with the same question. Hey, what's that guy's name? And
I'm going to this event, Dando. Remember that one guy
Yeah.
back in? Yeah.
And the last time I spoke to this guy, he was asking a question about the same guy he was asking about now.
Okay.
And the conversation in between was so small that my answer was on the same screen.
Yeah.
So I answered it, and then I screenshotted it and said it
Yeah.
back. And it's like,
Well,
we got to talk more.
I mean, I think though too, and we could probably have a whole episode on this, but like at this stage in life, it's so hard to, I would say, consistently get together with people
Yeah.
because normally you have two adults with two different schedules, right? And then you have families that you're working around, and like Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays for us are shot. Ken's has cheer and tumbling. You guys are what, Monday through Thursday with your activities, and Saturday?
Monday, Wednesday are set, and then Saturday's
Okay.
It rotates Tuesday.
And so, like, to get anything, it's like, if there's anybody like young listening to this without kids that's not married, you're going to think like, oh, you people are crazy.
Yeah.
It is sometimes very hard to plan something sooner than a month out.
Yeah, because
Like, it needs to go on the calendar for people to get babysitters and everything
kids
about a month out. Yeah.
And it's like our kids are in different classes, so they have different birthdays to go to, and they have practices on Saturdays, they have games on Saturdays, we have family events on Saturdays.
Yeah.
We still fit in beach days if we can.
Yeah.
It's like, if a beach day's on the calendar, it's not getting moved
Yeah.
for something else.
No. One of my really good friends from growing up, he doesn't have any kids yet, and he always gives us grief that he goes, why do parents have birthday parties on Saturday afternoons? He's very upset with that fact. I told him, I was like, listen, I will be there when your daughter's born and her first birthday is on a Saturday afternoon to give you all the grief that you've given the three of us for the last 5 or 6 years now. With having birthday parties. I'm like, that's kind of like the only logical day to have a birthday party, and not a lot of people have events on Saturday afternoons, especially at this age now when they start doing travel sports and everything, or when they start like traveling for gymnastics or whatever, it changes. But at this stage in life, like Saturday afternoons are probably the least amount of reserve time in all of our lives.
Yeah,
Unless you have some family stuff going on, but
yeah.
Like, it's nice to go and keep the kids active, but it's also nice to do absolutely nothing on a Saturday.
And we always lead up like Wednesday. Chelsea would be like, "Oh my gosh, it's so nice, looking forward to the weekend with no plans." And then Friday we've got plans for the whole.
Oh yeah, it doesn't last long.
Yeah,
like there's times when Vic will ask, "Hey, what do you want to do tomorrow?" I'm like, nothing,
not a thing.
Like,
I don't even want to do laundry.
Yeah, you want to go walk around the farmer's market and come back home? Yeah, fine.
Love it.
Go get the kids pretzels or whatever. What else? What else you got for you? What else do you want to encourage the kids? I got one more that I'll run by you after that you're going to appreciate.
I got one for me, and Chelsea threw this one in, and it kind of ties into your go to a school close to a big city. After college, Chelsea moved to downtown Philly, and she lived there for, I don't know, 2-3 years, maybe longer. But she walked to work every day, and she worked on Market Street or whatever the equivalent is, where all the banks are.
Yeah.
All the high rises, and she lived, in the middle of the nightlife, and it was just such an experience for her. She was having some of the best food in the world in her 20s, and using the energy that you have in your 20s to live in a place that's that busy, I think changes the way you feel about places that are slower.
Yeah.
And I think that she kind of struggles with that. She's always like, fancy, let's go, go.
Yeah.
And it's like, because she spent enough time there to know that you got to move.
Yeah.
You got to have a sense of urgency.
I like that. So I kind of thought about that too, of like, after college, not necessarily take like a gap year, right? Because like you don't want to pass up on a job if you get a job, but yeah, like living in a hub or living someplace different and experience, especially in the US, like right, or you mentioned earlier an externship if you want to go out of the country and work for a little bit, like that'd be awesome. But living somewhere you're not, I don't want to say not familiar with, but living somewhere other than a normal like spot and just experience like a city life or experience
It's
wherever.
a different culture. It's a different stress level. It's you're introduced to different fears.
Yeah,
You build a little bit thicker of a skin whenever you're introduced to new situations like
yeah,
that.
I like that.
But yeah, I mean,
That's nice.
she's definitely like her roots are in the city. You could kind of feel it,
Yeah.
even though she was only there for a short period of time.
Don't get me wrong. Like I love the hustle and bustle of the city of Chicago,
Yeah.
but I also love the pace of life down here.
It's so
No, 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 no,
it
no.
is so it is,
As I think it's like an aging thing. And I mean, I know I'm only 33, but like I think as you get older, especially with the kids, like I can just I
man.
don't need to do a lot. And I mean, I do have a sense of urgency when I do things, obviously, like with
Yeah.
work and with other things, but it is nice to just be in an area where it's very now if I'm trying to find a contractor to do something for my house, that's a little bit of an issue. But like
It's terrible.
just to have everybody seems to be just more laid back.
Yeah.
Right.
It's island time.
It is. It's basically, you know, going like to a Jimmy Buffett song. It's like 3/4 time.
I think that there is a little bit of science, like maybe behavioral science around it, because there's like the faster you go here, the hotter you get, the more you sweat.
This is very true.
So people are going backwards.
They're going slow to keep cool.
Yeah.
I could still move pretty slow outside in June here and sweat my butt off.
Well, yeah, that's maybe more health related. I don't know.
Yeah. You get some shots for sweating.
Oh, goodness. But no, I really enjoy the pace here, and if we got relocated to a city bigger than Dallas, for if Chelsea decided that she wanted to change careers and took a job in a big city, I'd be lost. I probably wouldn't leave the house.
There's certain cities I couldn't do.
Yeah,
I could never do New York.
there's no way.
Absolutely
way.
not.
But
I could do Chicago, like downtown. Like
Yeah.
if I mean, I'm just because I grew up there, but
Right.
like I could never do San Francisco because that's just a whole. No, I've been to San Francisco.
I'm sure there's really cool parts of San Francisco that you get to see as a tourist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I always joke with people that the only reason they go to San Francisco is to land and drive to Napa.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, it's just, I don't know. It is what it is. I could probably do San Diego. I could definitely live in if money wasn't an option. Like you'd have to pay me probably close to $1 million a year just to afford living out there. But
I was watching some stand-up comedy about a guy that relocated from San Diego to New York, and he's just like, I just don't have the vibes. Like I want.
yeah, I
would
know
wake
that's
up in the
way
morning with a
different.
smile on.
That's way different. That is way different. I couldn't do that.
No.
Absolutely not.
I'd be terrified. It would there'd be a pretty serious adjustment period. But I could do suburban life anywhere, I think.
Oh yeah, suburban living, the suburbs are the suburbs.
Yeah. But no, I think my last thing is going to stay on creativity, but it's another thing that you can carry into so many skills in life. I want him to get into like improv and like, do something from that aspect that like makes their brain think quick.
I like it.
You have to have a large vocabulary. You have to have good timing. You have like there's lots of different things that
Get them up to Second City in Chicago.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun. There's a
It was a comedy club down here, right?
yeah, there's a couple of them. And one of them does two different classes. They do actual stand-up classes and
Okay.
the improv show is hilarious.
Improv is I mean, like comedy's comedy, but like improv where like you don't really know what's gonna happen.
There's a really good improv show in Fort Worth called 4-Day Weekend.
Okay.
And it was the first comedy show that Chelsea and I went to together, I think, that wasn't stand-up. And it's so good.
Yeah.
And it's such a skill that is so hard to master, so difficult to do.
Yeah.
at a high level. And it's like football players playing ballet. Like salesmen need to take improv class.
Yeah.
Like I think it's just
It's adapting a conversation.
Yeah.
You never know what's going to happen.
But yeah, I think that staying on the creativity line is going to be important for transitioning into adult life.
I will bounce off that because this is kind of a be creative type of one. Learn how to cook.
Oh yeah.
Like you don't have to cook well,
No,
but like learn how to prepare a meal.
take a cooking class.
Yeah.
One.
Just basic. Like
There's a food that you like to eat,
yeah.
and there's a cooking class on that food. Go take it.
Yeah.
If you love pasta, go take a class on how to make pasta.
Yeah. It's not hard to follow a recipe either.
No.
Like get a cookbook, you follow the recipe. It's not that hard.
Put your phone on YouTube.
Yeah.
Put it in your kitchen and cook along with a show.
Yeah.
30-minute meals.
Yeah.
Or something slower paced.
I think that's just something you can carry throughout like your whole life. And like I know you and I are kind of the same in this. Like if we host something, I don't mind cooking.
I don't mind cooking at all.
Like everybody's like, oh well, you're gonna stand over the grill and it's gonna be hot out. Yeah, I don't care.
My legs are gonna be tired.
Like I'll prepare everything. I don't care.
There were plenty of barbecues in Texas that we did where, I mean, Chelsea hosted and I prepared everything.
Yeah.
And it was a really easy thing to do whenever you were just, this is a terrible thing, serving a bunch of intoxicated.
Yeah.
Because we were in our 20s.
Yeah.
We didn't have kids. Nobody had kids.
Yeah. I'm not saying like you don't have to be the French Laundry.
No.
But like learn how to like have a couple of dishes that you can just go to like that.
You know, two classes I think that you could take as like a hobbyist chef, home chef, would be knife skills.
Yeah.
Because confidence with a knife transforms the way you cook.
Yeah.
I think that if you're comfortable holding different kinds of knives for different tasks or using one knife for a lot of different tasks,
yeah,
you'll get in the kitchen more.
Oh yeah.
You won't be scared of slicing your finger off. Use good knives.
Yeah.
Along with that. But I mean, don't invest in a bunch of stuff if it's just going to be like,
yeah,
because it's just like anything else. You can buy and buy and buy and buy.
Yeah.
And you won't get any better. Take the class. Learn how to cut onions. Learn how to cut julienne carrots and potatoes. And take a class on like mise en place, so you can learn how to set up your kitchen for the recipe that you're working on.
Okay.
Portion. You know,
yeah.
If you're using 3 tablespoons of olive oil, but it's portioned for different parts of the recipe, portion it before you start.
Yeah.
You know, this is another one that gets me. Switch to metric. Is that the right one?
What do you mean?
Yeah, not American or imperial. What is it?
Yeah, metrics. Yeah.
And use a scale.
Yeah.
I just had a terrible brain fart. Use a scale. Weigh your stuff out. Weigh your food out. Not for dietary reasons, but because if you switch your recipe over and you get a bowl out and you need 182 grams of pasta, grab the box and pour it in the bowl.
Yeah.
And then put it off to the side. You're ready.
Yeah.
Organized. But that's mise en place. Just be prepared.
Yeah.
Setting it up. Take away the barriers that are going to make it confusing or hard, and then enjoy.
That's usually what I do. I kind of like set everything up.
Yeah.
While I'm cooking, like I have everything set out, and then it's like, all right, let's go.
Even if it's just the ingredients and they're not portioned out.
Yeah.
They're not pre-measured.
Ken's and I started every Sunday. We started cooking together.
Yeah. Pancakes.
So, no, we haven't done pancakes. Or I mean, we have in the past.
Yeah.
But it's Sunday dinner, so we'll cook Sunday dinner together.
Nice.
She gets to choose. I get to choose. She normally doesn't come up with anything, so then I have to choose a couple pasta dishes. We've done some crunch wraps, homemade crunch wraps. What else have we done? What did we do last weekend? Last weekend was chili.
Okay.
Yeah, we've done that. So, started getting her cooking and just helping out. And as she gets older, she'll understand the recipes and everything.
We had ANC over last weekend before Houston, so 2 weeks ago. And Sunday was Chelsea wanted gumbo.
Okay.
It's cooling off.
Yeah, it's not. It's that's why Ken's wanted chili, and I go, Ken's, it's 90 degrees outside.
We don't. But gumbo is delicious. I'm never going to turn it down if somebody wants gumbo. So ANC are sitting on the island at the island, and I'm making it. And they're asking me all these questions, and I'm trying to explain to them why gumbo's like important, why we like to eat it, why does Chelsea like it so much?
Yeah.
Why do I enjoy making it so much? And it's like a lot of it is because you get to see all of the ingredients that go into it that are so simple and create such a flavorful,
Yeah.
dish that's full of depth. And there's techniques that I learned from my grandmother in Oklahoma making gravy for biscuits and gravy in the morning that translate to making roux for gumbo.
Some biscuits and gravy.
Yeah. So it's like I have memories of my grandmother while I'm making it, but it's also from New Orleans. And my mom's mom used to make clay pottery with red dirt from Louisiana.
Okay.
Whenever she lived in Louisiana. So it's like I get to explore all these memories about my grandparents through cooking. And it just happens to be from my favorite city, from Chelsea's favorite city, our favorite meal together, our favorite meal to cook together. And they're 4. They don't have a clue.
Yeah.
But I'm like, this is the holy trinity. You start by dicing the onions, and this is the celery, and this is the green bell pepper, and here's some garlic that we'll use later. And then my eyes are burning. And so then I
did cut some onions for the pasta that I made a few weeks ago, and I was like, whoa.
I bored them to sleep so they wouldn't cry with the what causes you to cry whenever you cut into an onion. And I introduced them to who Allison is, and Allison's the stuff that comes out of onions that makes you cry. It's like their shield.
Yeah.
It's like the onion's protecting it itself. And they were like, okay, we're gonna go back outside now.
Bye.
See ya.
Cool.
So yeah, then we just put the pot on and watched terrible football games. So
nice.
No, that game I think it was okay.
Yeah. Well, that's great. I think that's a nice little stop for for this weekend. Now I'm gonna go eat lunch
for 4 episodes about food.
Yeah, I mean, geez, now I'm starving.
Yeah.
But we'll catch up with everybody next week, and have a good one.
Awesome. See you guys.